welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about Singapore and Malaysia VTL. So the latest news of the joint VTL is an essential step in reopening the borders between two neighbours, Singapore and Malaysia. These will definitely help to facilitate business and reunite families between these two countries. And do you know that pre-COVID, Malaysia was also one of the top 3 markets for annual passengers arrivals at Changi Airport. And Singapore and KL link was also one of the busiest international air route in the world, with about 40 flights a day, with an average of 7,000 arrivals per day at Changi Airport. So after a year of border closures, right, I believe many vaccinated travelers will soon be able to travel, and this will be on the 29th of November between these two countries. So it's a Monday, so do please plan your trip early. And what do you need to do? Firstly, you need to have a pre-departure plan. Let's get started, okay? You need to be fully vaccinated under the WHO World Health Organization list of vaccines and brands, and you must not travel for the past 14 days to other countries, okay? The last 14 days. And then you need to book for a PCR test. So how to book for a PCR test? Some clinics, they actually require you to book through phone. You need to do pre-booking, or some might also accept walk-in. So you have to check the list of clinic that has PCR test, and you have to do the PCR test 48 hours before your departure. 48 hours, okay? Not one day before, not 3 days before. It's 48 hours before your departure, okay? Do it at any approved clinics that provide PCR tests. Next, do remember to keep your identification card with you just in case before going to the clinic, and also keep a soft copy of your flight booking just in case, okay? Some clinics might require you to show that. All right, and what else I want to share with you? Okay, because I have some information here I want to share with you. Okay, so after the PCR test, right, you will be informed of the results within 24 hours. Okay, so after that you need to buy your travel insurance, and for short-term visitors you will need to purchase travel insurance with a minimum coverage of about Sing dollars 32,000, which is around ringgit about 100k, and this is a coverage for COVID-19 related medical treatment expenses and hospitalization costs. So this is a must to purchase, okay? And then now, what happened when you arrive at KL airport? You are required to take a PCR test again, okay? It will be at the BP Clinical Lab Health Screening Center in the airport itself. So for foreigners, it will cost about Sing dollars $113, ringgit 350, to Sing dollars $150, which is ringgit about $470. So for Malaysian who are going back from Singapore to Malaysia, it will cost only about ringgit $250 to $370. Okay, so yeah, there's one thing you have to be prepared. You have to know, you have to bear in mind that after taking the PCR test at the KL airport, you need to wait at least 3 to 4 hours for your test results. Alright, so during that 3 to 4 hours, you will be allocated, or you'll be waiting at the designated waiting area, okay? For those people who are waiting for the result, there will be an area for you to wait, and then it will take about 3-4 hours. So you might want to bring something like a book or something along that you can read, yeah, or do during these 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so there is no further test during your stay, okay, during the duration of your stay. So no other further tests. So once you pass your PCR test at the KL airport, after waiting for 3 to 4 hours, you are able to you're able to get out of the airport and then you can start your journey in Malaysia. Alright, okay, now let's talk about from Malaysia to Singapore. It's almost the same thing. Under the VTL, right? Fully vaccinated travelers from VTL countries may enter Singapore without quarantine, and all you need to do is to undergo COVID-19 testing. Now, children aged 12 years old and below who wants to visit Singapore and who are not vaccinated can now be allowed to travel under the VTL into Singapore if they are accompanied by a VTL traveler who has met all the VTL requirements. Okay? Now, conditions for entry into Singapore under the VTL for Malaysia are the same as those for existing VTLs. So all travelers entering Singapore from Malaysia under the VTL must comply with the requirements, as the first one will be your travel history. You must remain in one or more VTL countries in the last 14 days. Okay, and then you need to be fully vaccinated under the WHO list, like I mentioned just now. And also, you need to take 2 COVID-19 PCR tests. So, I think it's quite straightforward. It's almost the same, and I understand that more than 10,000, no, more than 100,000 Malaysians are estimated to be stuck in Singapore since the borders were closed. You know, like my friend, she's working here, she always go back like on weekends or Friday night. So now she can finally go back. I'm sure she will be very, very happy. Okay, and because she can get to reunite with her families, her kids, and everyone. So this is a good chance for you to do your pre-booking, and I really wish you have a good journey, and then do remember to wear a mask, no matter which country you are. Okay, like I mentioned in my last video. So there's another good news is the land vaccinated travel lane between Singapore and Malaysia will most likely open on 29 November, but I think there are some updates coming up soon, so I will do that in my next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great journey back to visit your family or for your business trip, and have a great day. I'll see you in my next video soon. Bye.